Listen, it happens to all of us. We need time off, we become tired, we become demotivated. Life gets on top of us, and we feel we need 3 or 4 days to just be alone with a good book, your favorite movie, a TV show you've been meaning to watch, or just traveling somewhere new. Taking time off and resting is so important in order for you to get back to work, get back to your projects with more energy, more motivation, more ideas. But how can we talk about taking time off in a professional manner in order to explain to clients and associates and maybe even bosses and managers that we need this amount of time off? Hi, my name is Catherine. I'm a business English teacher and I teach intermediate to advanced level students. So if that is where you are at in your English learning journey, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you enjoy it. This weekend, I actually took some time off myself and I took my dog to the vets. He's fine, no problems. But in taking my dog to the vets, my dog became very excited and scared and actually knocked something into my head, which is why I have this lovely bump and bruise here. So I hope your weekend wasn't as eventful as mine and you were able to do something nice and enjoyable and rest over your weekend. I am taking a holiday or vacation in American English. British English speakers would say holiday. I am taking a holiday is something that can be heard very often in the workplace. Let's say you need to send an email to a client, letting them know you won't be contactable for a week. Or maybe you just don't want to share with your colleagues the reason why you're taking time off, but you need to let them know that you will be unavailable. How can you say I'm taking a holiday or I'm taking a vacation in a more professional and more business-like manner? Now, before I give you some alternatives, there's something that needs to be addressed here. Typically, we would say I am going on holiday or I am taking a vacation. But as I say in all my videos, American English is starting to infiltrate the way British English speakers speak. And I am going on holiday is being transformed into I am taking holiday. Now, technically, this isn't grammatically correct. You don't take a holiday, you go on a holiday. However, in the workplace, you need to request holiday days and ask your manager for that time off. In that way, you are taking holiday. You're taking the holiday days that are owed to you. So that is why we've started saying taking a holiday instead of going on a holiday. So you will hear it now, and it's not incorrect if you say I'm taking a holiday or I need to take holiday. I am taking a break from, or need to take a break from, if you want to make it more emphasized. Need to is like I have to. I am taking a break from is like I have decided to, I've chosen to. Now, this is fantastic if there's something in particular you are escaping from or need time away from. Maybe you have 3 children under the age of 5. Maybe you have a farm and have 250 goats on your farm. Maybe you need a break from your husband, your wife, your partner. Whatever the reason is, this identifies you need a break. You are taking a break from that thing. You need to be somewhere else, somewhere different, not talking about goats or children or relationships, doing something completely different. But I think, as you can tell, you have to be careful how you use this, because the understanding is the other person or the other thing is irritating you, frustrating you. So for example, I could say, I am taking a break from teaching, or I need to take a break from teaching. This suggests I'm not currently enjoying it, or I'm tired, or I'm overwhelmed with how many students I have. But if I was to say, I need a break from my students, the suggestion, the connotation is my students are what is irritating me. So if I say that to them, that could cause offense. So whilst it's not wrong to take a break from a particular person or situation, just be careful how you use it. And saying something like, I need to take a break from a project, or I need to take a break from this area of work, would be a much better way of saying, I need a rest. As I said in the first example, this suggests you're taking a break from something, but this can also be used for long term. So, for example, if a famous actor takes a break from acting, what it means is they are not quitting, they're coming back, but they're taking some time away. So, as in the first example that I gave you, it doesn't have to go through any personal details. You don't have to say why you're taking a break. So, you can either use taking a break as I need 3 or 4 days to rest, or if you were to word it as I am taking a break from my career, or I am taking a break from the sales industry, I am taking a break from finance. The understanding is you need time out, but you will be back. Get a little R&R. Now, this has multiple meanings depending where you look for this information. If you are in the military, it could mean rest and recuperation. Some people believe it means respite, some recreation. But either way, what it means is I am taking time to relax. Relax and rest. Recuperation and respite. Maybe you have notified your colleagues that you are taking a week off work and they ask you, oh, lovely, what are you doing for that week? Anything nice? Just a little R&R. The understanding is you need a break, you need a rest, you need some relaxation, some me time, self-care, whatever you want to call it. The understanding is you need time to rest, to recover, to relax. Staycation. Now, this is a new-ish word. It kind of came around or became popular the same time as COVID. It was around before, but was made popular during 2019, 2020. People have been taking staycations for years. And a staycation means you're not necessarily leaving your home, your city, your town, your country, but you are treating it like a holiday. So as with a holiday, you go out and see new things, visit museums, go to restaurants, meet new people. You're doing the same, but either in your own town or your own country. You're staying home, you're not traveling anywhere. So a nice example of this is when I used to work in London. I took a week off work and everyone asked me, where are you going? What are you going to do? And my answer was, I'm taking a staycation, because at the time there were a few projects I wanted to work on, but I didn't have time whilst I was working my full-time job. So in taking time away from work and staying at home, I had that time to work on these other projects. I wasn't going anywhere, I wasn't traveling, but I was taking time away from work, a staycation. Now, I realized as I was editing this that the second half of the video I didn't actually press record. So although I spent 40 minutes yesterday recording the video, I didn't record it on my camera. So I'm recording it today. I look a little bit different, not much, but a little bit different than the first half of the video. But I have a lot on my mind and a very busy week at the moment, so you know, I'll forgive my brain just this one time. So, as I was saying in the beginning of the video, those examples I gave you are much more catered towards spoken English or casual conversations with your colleagues. The next few examples I'm going to give you are for written or more professional English, so you can use with anyone in a professional capacity. Colleagues, bosses, managers, clients, your network. I will be taking some time off for a personal trip. This is a nice one to use if you don't want any follow-up questions. Maybe you don't want to tell people where you're going, or it is personal. Maybe you have a family emergency or something you have to deal with in your personal life. So I will be taking some time off for a personal trip. Some people might say, oh, going anywhere nice. And if you don't want to give that information, you can just say something along the lines of, oh no, just staying at home, or there's just some things I need to sort out. I have scheduled a vacation and will be out of the office. Now, out of office and out of the office, there's no right or wrong here. Out of office is an idiom that says I'm not working. I am out of action, out of office, not in the building. Out of the office is a physical location, so I'm physically not in the building, and the meaning is I'm not working. So whether you say out of office or out of the office, neither is correct, neither is incorrect. Just whatever you feel comfortable with. I have scheduled a vacation and I will be out of office. Again, as it suggests, I'm not going to be here, I'm not working. This one may be followed up though with questions. Oh, nice. Where are you going? Any plans? What are you doing? So this one's a bit more casual. It's professional, but it's casual. So you may be asked follow-up questions. Similarly, I have organized some personal leave and I will be out of town. Organize some personal leave again suggests I'm taking time for myself. It's pre-planned, it's organized, and I will be out of town. Do not contact me, I won't be here. I will be enjoying some well-deserved time away from the office. Now, this one you would be more likely to use with people you have a good relationship with. So colleagues that you are close with, colleagues that you work with on a daily basis, friends, family. But using well-deserved, it could be seen as rude if you used it with bosses or managers or clients, because what you are saying is, I have worked so hard, I deserve to not be here. I have worked every single day this year, I deserve to have 3 days to myself. Which of course you do, I agree, it is well deserved, you deserve that time off. But if you said it to a room full of people that you've been working with, it could come across as though you're saying, I deserve this time off, you don't. However, if you said it to your friend, you meet your friend for a coffee and they say, what are you doing next week? Oh, I'm enjoying some well-deserved time away from the office. Your friend understands you've been working hard, they are on your side, they support you, they're not going to take any offense to that. They're probably going to say, yes, you deserve that time off, I agree. So well-deserved time away is used with people that have a close relationship with you. Maybe you are working on a project with a team and the project's ended and your team has been saying you worked so hard on that, we really appreciate your help, we worked really well together. If you were to say, I'm taking some well-deserved time away, they would probably agree with you because they've seen how hard you work. But saying it to someone that hasn't told you how hard you work or isn't a close friend could come across as rude or like you don't enjoy your job. You want time away and you think you deserve time away. I will be on a planned absence and unavailable during that time, or unavailable during this time period with your dates if you're pre-warning somebody. Planned absence suggests that you and your manager or your colleagues or your team have organized this together, not necessarily that you're going away together, but that you have discussed this with them and they also agree that this is a good time for you to take holiday. So there's no questions here. If you say to a client, I'm taking planned absence, you're telling them everyone in the office is aware that I am taking time off, and they can say, okay, great, who should I contact if I have any issues? And you can give them the contact number of someone that is taking over the project whilst you're not there. Planned absence suggests everyone is aware that you are taking this time. If you work for yourself or you're self-employed, you wouldn't say planned absence, because who have you planned it with? You've planned it only with yourself? Okay, so it's not necessarily planned absence, it's just time off. But if you work for an office or a large firm and there's lots of people involved, you have to contact HR first before you take time off, that would be considered planned absence. I will be away on annual leave and won't be reachable during that duration, during those days, during those weeks. Annual leave is the amount of days you are allowed to take in a year. So when you sign a contract to join a company, it will say you have 20 days annual leave, 14 days annual leave. I think in the UK, the minimum requirement is 21, about 3 weeks, but it differs country to country. And you are guaranteed those days. You have to take those days. It's in your contract, it's in the law that every employee takes those days and has days to rest. So if you are telling someone, I am taking annual leave, the idea is that this is your your time allocated in your contract. There are no questions to be asked here. It's my deserved time. It's my leave that I am owed by the business, by the organization. And so you cannot contact me. I will not be reachable. Now, all of these phrases I've just given you can be interchangeable. You could say, I will be away on annual leave. I'm taking time for a personal trip. Or I'm enjoying some well-deserved time away from the office and I won't be reachable during that time period. You can interchange all of them. As a matter of courtesy, so out of politeness, when you are telling clients or colleagues that you are away and it's in an email, the polite thing to do is leave the contact details of someone that will be looking after your projects whilst you're not there. I do have a video on writing professional emails, so definitely go and have a look at that if you are not sure how to do this. But instead of just saying, I won't be here, it's polite to say, I won't be here, and the person you can contact is this person. Here are their contact details. If this does not apply to you, you work individually or you're in a large team, of course you don't need to add that in. You can just say, I won't be here. If you have any issues, feel free to email me anyway, and I will respond when I return. It's often okay as well to send out a mass email, so a copy and pasted email that says the same thing to every client, every colleague. That's totally okay, and people recognize that it's a copy and pasted email. It doesn't matter that everyone's receiving the same one. I hope there was some useful information in this video. Let me know in the comments if you are taking a trip anytime soon, or even a staycation. What are you planning to do with your time off? If you have any ideas or requests for future videos, let me know in the comments. I have a huge list of videos that I'm working my way through, so I do see your comments and I do add them to my list of videos. But of course it takes time to film each video, and I am a full-time English teacher, so I make these videos in between students. But I will get around to your video eventually, I promise. If you learned something new today, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.